Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. As you guys know, I love Game of Thrones, especially the Targaryens. I love Daenerys Targaryen. Her character is amazing. So I thought, let's make some themed treats. Today, I'm gonna be making some dragon egg themed treats. We're gonna be making chocolate almond truffles that look like the 3 dragon eggs. Let's get started. The things you will need to make these chocolate almond dragon egg truffles will be, let's start with the tools. You'll need a baking sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper, a cooling rack, and some type of scoop. I'm using a cookie scoop, 3 paintbrushes, petal dust. We've got black, 2 different shades of green, and then dark gray and white luster dust. And then for the recipe, you'll need some sliced almonds, dark chocolate, 1 cup of cream, 1/4 of a vanilla bean, and a 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is make our ganache. Right here I have a little cutting mat and a sharp cutting knife, and I'm gonna take my vanilla bean and I've cut it down the middle, and all the little seeds are inside right here, and we're gonna scrape it out using our sharp cutting knife, and I'm gonna put it over here in my pot. Then I'm gonna add my cream and almond extract. I chopped my chocolate into little bits. We're gonna need 2 cups. Now we're gonna take the chocolate and our pot over to the stove. To make our ganache, turn the heat to medium and allow the cream to come to a full scald. There'll be bubbles all around the outside and starting to come to the middle, but you don't want it to boil. Right before it's about to boil, turn off the heat and then pour it over the chopped chocolate. Give the bowl a jiggle to settle the chocolate into the cream and allow the mixture to set for 3 minutes. Then whisk together until smooth and glossy. Once mixed, place into the refrigerator to set about 15 to 20 minutes. After your ganache has set in the fridge, now we are gonna assemble our little dragon egg truffles. It's a little bit messy, so I've got gloves, and over here I've got a cookie sheet. It's lined with a piece of parchment paper and our cookie scoop. Now let's get to it. I'm gonna put on these gloves. My Valyrian steel ring is hanging out. It's pretty good. Oops, this is backwards. Take your cookie scoop, and I'm gonna put it in my hand. Then I'm gonna shape it into an oval to look like a dragon egg. Then we're gonna do this with the rest of our ganache. And now it is time for my favorite part. It is time to decorate. We are gonna add a whole bunch of sliced almonds onto our chocolate truffles so that they will look like a dragon egg. Take your almond slices, and I'm gonna start at the top and then add layer by layer by layer by layer and work your way to the bottom so it looks really scaly like a dragon egg. Now we're gonna do this to the rest of our truffles. We've got our chocolate almond truffles assembled, and I've placed them on top of our drying rack, and underneath there's a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet because we're gonna be covering them in royal icing that I've got over here to look like the colors of the dragons. We have black royal icing over here to look like Drogon, white royal icing to look like Viserion, and green royal icing to look like Rhaegal. I'm gonna start with the white royal icing. I've mixed it with a little bit more water so it would be more runny. You'll see it's dripping, and that's what we want. And we're just gonna cover the whole treat. You can also scoop it on with a spoon, and then I'm gonna use a toothpick to smooth it over. Daenerys only has 3 dragons, but I'm gonna be making 6 truffles just because they're so good. All of our truffles are iced, and now I'm gonna put a second coat onto our white dragon eggs, and after that's done, I'm gonna let them sit for a few hours to drip and dry. Then we'll add some final finishing touches. Our truffles have dried, and I picked them up and moved them over to a new rack. We're gonna add a little bit of pearl dust and shimmer dust to each of the eggs to make them look more petrified, like in the story. For our white dragon egg, again, we're gonna be adding a little bit of silver and gold. I forgot to mention this. I didn't think I had any left, but yes, I had a full thing of gold shimmer. For our green dragon eggs, we're gonna be dusting them 2 different colors. There's a light green and a dark green. I'm gonna dust the top of the egg a light green and the bottom a dark green. Gives it a very light ombre, which is something I've been thinking about doing with my hair. Lastly, we are gonna add black shimmer dust and a gray silver to our black dragon egg. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier with the silver at the top and black shimmer at the bottom, but I'm gonna dust it all over. Ta-da! Here are the chocolate almond truffles that we decorated to look like the 3 different dragon eggs from Game of Thrones. If you have any friends who love chocolate and like Game of Thrones, like me, this may be the perfect treat to share. And if you have Game of Thrones viewing parties like I do, this may be a fun themed treat to make. I'll be posting lots of pictures of these old truffles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And if you guys make these, please take a picture and send it to me. I get a big kick out of your baking creations. I just love seeing them. It makes my day. And if you have any other ideas for any other nerdy nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye. Let's see what a dragon egg tastes like. And if you want to heat them up a little bit, Dracarys.